let's see. Let's turn all this off. There you go. Can you all see me? Hopefully you can. Let's check something out here. I don't know how this is going to work now, but hopefully it's working well and you can hear me. You can listen to the music, which I just decided to purchase. So now I have music. Hopefully there's no issues with it. Is this? Yes. Well, it's hard for me to tell which one is which, but hopefully you can. It's gonna lower that. Hola. ¿Qué tal, Milagros? ¿Cómo va? Let's see. Normalmente hago mi contenido en inglés, pero puedes escribir en español y te respondo sin problema. A ver. So last time I did this guy over here that you can see, and today I'll be doing something a little bit different. I was doing a bunch of African animals, as you might have seen on my YouTube channel and social media, like all this stuff that you may see there. Please feel free to let me know if it's too much with the music. I'll just lower that a little bit. Just gonna check real quick here. Meh. Well, hopefully it's not too much. Feel free to let me know if you can hear me well. I'll double check just in case. Yeah, there you go. Alright. So as I normally do, I'm going to do a different drawing. Today is an animal from a different place. As I was saying, I was doing African animals, so I decided to switch it up because I was having a hard time finding other creatures I wanted to draw. Hi. Hi, Lavinia. How are you? Hello, Stephanie. I'm trying to locate where. Okay, so this is. Is it the. No. Yeah, I had to reopen the streams. I don't know if that makes sense to you, but I had to do some of the normal tinkering with the technical stuff, and I'm having a hard time finding where some of you are typing from. Oh, so this is okay. Oh, cool. Glad you enjoy drawing too. So yeah, this is what I've been doing for quite some time on my YouTube channel. Yeah. If you want to check out any of the other stuff I have a bunch of videos about what I do, some tips about how to draw and so on and so forth. So going back to what I was saying, today I'm gonna be working on a red panda. Just gonna read a little brief little thing about them from Wikipedia. The red panda, also known as a lesser panda, is a small mammal native to the eastern Himalayas and southwestern China. It has dense reddish brown fur with a black belly and legs, white lined ears, and mostly white muzzle. So this is just a little uh, description. The conservation status is endangered, so the population is decreasing. Scientific name Ailurus fulgens. Yeah, 132 days for the gestation period. Mammalia domain. This is, I don't care that much about that part, but yeah, some really fun little creatures. The red taxonomy. The red panda was described and named in 1825 by Frederick Cuvier, who gave its current scientific name to Ailurus fungens. Do they? It's just like with drawing. Don't beat yourself up. Um, Drawing is a skill that develops over time, and like the stuff I do, I've been doing this for years and years and years. So I started with really simple drawings, like very basic stuff, and eventually started to build up on my skill because it's something I really wanted to pursue. So until I got to the point that I'm at right now, and yeah, I sometimes feel that my drawings aren't that great. Sometimes depends on the result, and I don't know. Like this one, I see the issues with it, but overall, it's not a bad drawing. It's not exactly what I was going for, but I like it to the extent that I can, if it makes sense. Alright, so that's cool. This is so I filmed my drawings, so bear with me as I do all the regular stuff. I'm just testing out the waters because this time around I actually, like guys, as I was saying, I bought the music, so this music should be without issues. If it gets flagged by some reason, by any random stuff, I at least I have the rights to it, and I can go against it. Hola, ¿qué tal? ¿Cómo va? Okay, so this is video. Cool. That's one. Let's go for the next one. Let's just turn this on. So try to fix this into position. That should be about right. Maybe leave a little bit more space. So I'm trying to I don't do this always, but I'm trying to consider the composition beforehand, so I'm kind of cropping the image to what it should be here, so it makes it easier for me to go and measure. Let's just put this here for the moment. I'll stop that. Okay, that's one shot. I don't think I need one for quite some time. I prefer doing that part when I already have a drawing. Your old art supplies were a pen and crayons. Well, you gotta start somewhere, right? Doesn't matter what you have, it's how you use it. It really is, and I stand by what I said. Okay, so as you can see, I marked this. That should be like the year. Now let's move on. I don't know if I'm going to be able to draw properly with this, but hopefully it's annoying to say the least, but it's what I have to do. Ah, and I get one of this. Maybe I could like put something here. Give me a second. Give me a break. Could I? Huh. I'm curious. Can I like do that? This is kind of annoying, but anyhow. Yeah, really. This is my life. Do not complain, my friend. Do not complain. Life is what it is. Does it hold? Let me see. And I can figure this out. Yeah, not the best. At least there, it's not gonna move. Hopefully, it's not gonna move. Do you want to fall? Good question. I should be stable enough. Hopefully, we'll see. Time will tell. Alright, let's move this. I'm gonna commit to going like here. I already committed to this, to the year, but you want to try to keep it light at first and don't fully commit, so you can adjust accordingly if you need to. Like just try to focus on the whole shape of the drawing, like the composition, and like actually on the image that part is cropped, but I'm just making it up. I'm thinking that next sketch, my next sketchbook, I'm just gonna draw random stuff. The more random, the better. Whatever you guys suggest, I'm going to try to draw. And I think, I don't know, I'm still considering it, but that's where I'm leaning towards. Like, it's really fun for me to draw what I want to draw, but in reality, the when I've gotten the most interactions was when I started drawing whatever random idea you all suggested. So who knows? Draw a living doubt. That's complicated. Why the sad face? Okay, that's about that point. Okay, this is a really nice creature. Really fun creature. Uh, it's not. It's a little bit more complicated than that. uh, like usually, what I was drawing was the ideas that I picked. So I would look through all the comments on all my social media, and then I would choose the thing that I don't like it was playing against me is that I was getting a little bit burnt out because I was doing like literally every day a drawing, and it was getting to me a little bit. So like my skill was being affected by that. Um, so yeah, I think it's better to take your time. If you pick, like if I pick an idea and if I have to do it in 2 sessions, the artwork will probably benefit from it rather than trying to, or it can be 1 session, but it like the what was affecting me was doing a drawing each and every single day because it starts to to have a toll on you. uh, like when you're doing a sport, if you do uh, like a marathon every day, there's some people that actually do that, but yeah, I'm pretty sure eventually that's gonna cost them on, like their bodies are wearing down. So it's kind of the same idea. Like I think had to use this for no reason. Like I was doing 12 hours a day or something, 16 hours. So I was working nonstop. Uh, that's how I ended up with this. The first time I had to use it. This time it's a different reason, but And yeah, that's where it started. So I became really mindful of that over time. I cannot say I was like that before. You use markers for your drawings. That's really cool. But do you use only markers? Do you use pens? Me have to figure this out. I think I messed up here. Did I? Give me a second. So you just draw with markers? I draw with a pen and sometimes with like fine line markers, but not with this. Like I use this for shading and that sort of thing. Anyhow, whatever works for you, right? Ah, okay. So half and half. And how about this? This one. I think this should be like here. Hopefully I'm not wrong here. Dun, 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 dun. And how long have you been drawing, uh, Lavinia? You started recently? Have you been drawing for ever? Like for a really long time? Now I'm making myself some shadow. Like, just try. 2023. Oh, so you've been drawing for a little bit, right? Have you gone to classes, that sort of thing, or do you just draw uh, on your own type of thing? Looking at tutorials. That's the way I started was by by just trying to draw stuff I liked. Uh, Sometimes, like I remember at school, or I don't know who taught me that, like that you could pause a frame on whatever you were watching, if it's a VHS or something like that, and just trace over it on the screen. Like now, screens are with liquid, but it used to be glass, so you could place a paper over it. Uh, Now, if you try that, you're gonna mess up the screen. But so don't try it. But before, that's how old I am. When I was young, the TVs were they had like the glass. Uh, is it tube? They call it. Yeah, it doesn't like it doesn't work like one day to the next. Like You have to keep going at it. And I've mentioned in the past that I had a teacher that I like. He used to say that like you're just when you get a bad drawing, you're just it's good because you're just getting those bad drawings out of your way. So you just have to keep going at it, and over time, those those bad drawings start to become way more sparse, and you're still gonna get them. Like I get bad drawings. Like I, some of them they are actually on YouTube, and some of them I'll be like, okay, this is too bad. I want to like I just delete it. Some of them they're still there, and people, oh, that's not good, and I'll be like, yeah, I agree. It isn't, but that's what I did that day, so I ain't had anything else to show for that day, so that's what I'm going for. Um, so I also kind of uh, came to this philosophy of just keep chipping away at the like just hitting the hammer on the anvil. Anvil is the name. Like you just have to keep going at it every day. Uh, that's the way you're able to improve. Let's see. At least that's how I see it. Also, uh, what I mean by going at it every day, you don't have to draw every day unless you really want to, and it's like you cannot stop. Which in the beginning I was a little bit like that, like super obsessed with getting better at it. Yeah, yeah. You mentioned so. Yeah, it just takes time. So you've been doing this for a short amount of time, and nothing happens overnight. It takes it takes years sometimes to get better at it. Some people are like savants at the arts, and they have a natural ability to measure, and they have a sense for composition and so on. But that's not most people. Most people, like I'm a regular dude. I just I think I think of myself as a regular dude. I'm super passionate about this. So that's the real difference is how obsessed I am with getting better at what I do. Um, so you mentioned that you follow a tutorial. So one thing I used to do was that if I couldn't draw something, I would draw it until it came out like just as perfect as I could get it. Like just repeat it. It's kind of like doing a like if you're doing when you're doing martial arts, for example, you're just repeating the movements, repeating them. So that's in order for your body to kind of register that into like your muscles start to build the memory for the movement. So uh, of course you have to be mindful of the form, but yeah, it takes time and a lot of practice, and over time you can do you can do the thing you you want to do, whatever that may be. Often when you get about drawing, which this one I'm being cautious because I still not 100% on the measurements I'm doing, but I think I'm getting there. And also because I have this freaking cast brace rather. Well, welcome, welcome to the club. I wish I could, like I had a bunch of drawings from when I was, I like to say I was like 4 or 6 years old. I wish I had that right now. I know they are at my house back in my country, so I might ask my family to get them to me, like scan them and send them. That'll be good to show where I started and where I'm at right now. Like I'm 36. I've been doing this for that long. Ever since I can remember, I've been doing this. So yeah, and even today, I still get every now and then a drawing that I'm like, eh. And also the good thing is that you also get drawings that you're like, oh, I did that. That's that. I'm proud of that. And that's also that's the great thing about it, I would say. So I think that the cringe that you're mentioning, it's inevitable. Like when we're young, you know that feeling that your parents are, oh, they're doing, why are they so cringy to, like they do all this cringy stuff, and then you start growing up and eventually you're you start becoming also a little bit cringy. I think it's just life. Like it's a thing about perspective. What seems to be cringe to some people, it's just that maybe that person is trying something new, and or they're just having fun with whatever they're doing. There's also a lot of that. I'm like, who cares? If you're doing something you enjoy, like, I don't know, focus, like for the other people they should focus on their stuff. Like the competition is against yourself a lot of the time, really. So yeah, I hope my mini pep talk worked. Like I'm pretty sure there's some people that might think what I do, oh, this is so cringy. Like who cares, man? Who cares? At least I'm doing something. Like I didn't think like this before. I didn't want to. Oh, I don't want to be seen, and I still like I still have to struggle with it. I'm super introverted, so for me this is not this doesn't like this is not natural for me to be like online talking to random people on the internet, but like I decided to do it, and for a bunch of reasons. So um, I'm learning something new. I'm trying something new. Uh, and I think that's what we all need to focus on. Like if there if somebody's focusing on other people what other people are doing, yeah, it's just better to just do your own thing. Like who cares what others are doing? Good for them. Props to them. Is gotta keep moving forward. Anyway, bunch of random thoughts for today. Still not 100% on this drawing. Trying to go little by little because yeah, I'm also super critical, but like I try to keep it at bay. I've mentioned this before. I talked about this before about which wolf do you feed. I don't know if you know about that story. Speaking of what might seem cringy to other people, but I really like that as a philosophy. Like which wolf wins, like the good wolf or the bad wolf. It's basically the one you feed the most. So you have to think about that. Uh, like which wolf am I feeding? The good wolf or the toxic bad one? We all have that duality within us. Some might not, like for some people they're it doesn't even register because they're, I don't know, they function at a different level, but they do have it. Maybe not on a conscious level, but we all have that. Eh, getting better, getting better. Let's see. So I measured this wrong. Darn it. Anyway, I think that the nose should be larger. Yes, yes, yes. Of course, of course. Something like that. Yes. And you have this line right there. Yeah. I think I got it. We'll see. Let's see. Let me see where we're at. I wonder if this will get flagged. And I wonder if I can fight it now that I have the copyright to it. Did I close it off? There you are. So to answer what you were saying, Stephanie, like if it's an idea that I enjoy, like I for a while I was looking for the wackiest, funniest idea I could find, because yeah, like we all enjoy laughing. So I just I was like, you know what, I'm gonna draw some really really fun things if I can for now. Now I'm doing like more serious stuff, but I had it was fun to draw. Like I drew a raccoon over a T-Rex, which I really like that drawing. And the other day I got a comment of somebody, "Oh, I remember when you draw that raccoon over the T-Rex." Yeah, like it's also like we live in a internet era with a bunch of memes all around us, and sometimes it's good to laugh at the absurdity of a bunch of stuff that exists. Like, might as well enjoy. I don't know. Just just my random thoughts as a of somebody that posts stuff on the internet. Like at first I was like, yeah, I was thinking like, oh yeah, I'm going to do this really serious, and I was there's this thing that we tend to take ourselves way too serious, and I've been guilty of that in the past. And after posting, like I by the time I started doing what I'm mentioning, I was like, you know what? I just like F it. I'm just gonna roll with it and draw the most fun stuff I can, like the best comment I like. And I got some really like if you ask people what you should draw, they answer the funniest stuff. Like the other day, I feel bad that I didn't write it. Did I write it? Like I still have here. I have 3 people that asked me to draw their stuff. I got Thunder Official 2, Siblings Synergy, Jack Clark, and but I remember the other day somebody said like draw what was it? It was a mosquito, but it was like a sad mosquito or something. I don't know. It's really funny because people think of the most random, like give you a regular thing and then they just turn it on its head by adding some random stuff to it, and that's kind of interesting. Like sort of. I don't know if you've been to like an improvisation theater type thing, when they start asking people like, give me like each one of you please type a word on the paper that we give you, and then you put it on a thing and they take it away and they just start riffing off of that. uh, yeah, sort of like I think that the thing was like uh, it's a data thing. What was the name? I don't think I can say it on online without maybe getting banned. But it's like exquisite you know. I don't know if that's the translation, the proper translation. Uh, Exquisite, insert word that I cannot say. Uh, but yeah, it was a technique which they would just start mixing up stuff. Yeah, exquisite. Uh, but it's not just that word. It's exquisite plus another word that I cannot say. I don't want to say it on the stream. It's like that was used on the during the Dada movement. I think that's where it was invented or coined. C. First letter C. I'm gonna start playing. What's the the game that you guys watch on TV? Come on, man. What is it like? To, Jeopardy. Jeopardy. Which, by the way, the other day I saw that I've never watched that before, but I knew of it. And then I saw on Amazon that they have no. Uh, so the next part would be orbs, something like that. Yeah. You can Google what I'm saying. It's online somewhere. I'm pretty sure it was a really famous thing. So you basically the way we've we've done it is that you take a piece of paper, you draw something, and you fold it to the point that it just continues. Like you can see a small little part of the drawing, and then the other person draws a little something, folds it, and gives it to the next person, and so on until the page is full. And then you reveal the drawing, and it's a match of all this wackiness that each person added to the thing. So it's a fun exercise. It's sort of like improvisation in a way. Hopefully, I was able to explain what I meant. Yeah, it has a proper name. I just cannot say it fully. Like I don't want to risk it. Like I'm not even monetized, so I don't want to risk that. Um, but yeah, it's a really fun exercise. Um, we did it a few times when I was studying, and one of the places where I worked, we did it like for fun. Just take a page and draw random stuff. I think I still have some of that somewhere. Some of those drawings. I think I can film something here. Can you see what I have there? Yeah, kinda, sorta. Right. Okay. Cool. Let's take 2. Oh, take 3. Technically, yeah. If I learned anything about production was, come on, man. Like, if it's a small project, I can kind of break it down into scenes if I need to, fairly well, because that's what I had to do for years and years and years. So yeah, after a while, it's like everything else. You start to develop a muscle for it. And also, like, measuring. I'm not the best at that. Like, I know about it. That's it. That's it. You found it. So I said it wrong because I didn't know that it was the right pronunciation, but I was on the money about where it originated, right? I, let me check that because it's been a long time. So maybe I got my stuff wrong. I think it's Dada. Collaborative drawing game invented by surrealist. But to anonymously add the drawing, folding the paper to hide previous. Yeah, it says like it describes what I'm talking about. Yeah. So it was the surreal movement, not the. Yeah, I really like that sort of thing. It allows you to, like, that's an awesome way to collaborate with other artists. Like you don't have to think about the overall, like, it can be anything. It doesn't matter where it is, and you can collaborate with other artists. Like, let's say we all agree, okay, we're gonna do an astronaut. Okay, and you pave like the whole I don't know, the basic idea you put in on the page, and each person has a small part of the thing. Or you can do it fully random and you end up with even wackier stuff. Either way, it's an awesome way to collaborate. And I've seen some projects done that way, like animations and stuff like that. And they look really awesome. I think Locomotion had a lot of that going on for them. I wish they were still around. I wonder if they are. Is Locomotion gone? Uh, oh, so it was from Latin America. I didn't even know that. Yes, the Latin American cable channel Locomotion, which focused on anime and animated shows, is gone, having closed down in July 31, 2005. Ah, that's terrible. That should still. The fact that we don't have like the the closest thing would be like what's the name of that streaming thing for anime? Crunchyroll. Like that's the closest thing we have right now to that. We should have like a dedicated entertainment thing just animation for animation to be celebrated, and like for all types of projects to fall into that. Like Locomotion, like watching that channel was like it was like your brain melted. It was incredible watching that when I was young, because they used to present like short films, like really indie short films, or like test animations for projects, or pilots for animation shows that never got picked up. It was so interesting. I wasn't supposed to be watching that because it was for adults, but I was like, this is incredible. Like kind of like MTV had a little vibe of that too, which I guess they're still around in some way, but it's not nearly, not even close the same as what it was before. Like kids now, they have no idea what MTV was before. I was like it I would say like it dictated culture for the young people, for the youngsters. I don't say dictated, but it kind of also like gave you an idea of where people were at in terms of culture, like modern culture, music culture. And they had some really awesome stuff. They eventually started like turning into this reality weirdness that was like, what is this? This is terrible. Like I remember MTV being like 24/7 or whatever time they had of programming, just being music. just music videos all day. I don't know. For me, it might be like nostalgia. I think maybe there's something. Maybe they have something in the works. I don't know. It used to be awesome. Like I'm so old that I remember like I'm saying this like I'm 80, but I the videos, the music videos that I enjoy, I would like take the VHS and just tape that, so I would have the music. And also like on the radio, if I wanted to have a song on the cassette, I would tape that. Like I remember buying cassette tapes and mixing my own music. You would have to like watch out, as they say, like you have to watch out for the DJ because they start talking in the middle of the song. You're like, God damn it! I have to retape that. Like, couldn't you just shut up for the remaining of the song and the welcome to I don't know, Station 93, the best of the best. I'm like, dude, you just ruined my tape. Yeah. Now you don't have any of that. Uh, you can screen record, which I'm pretty sure there's like I know like my mom, the generation like my mom and such. A lot of them have no idea that you can like screen record on your phone, that type of thing. No clue. Like, and even before that, even worse. I don't know about the next generation. Yeah, is it Gen Z? Gen Z is the ones that are after millennials, which we got all the like boomers and Gen X complaining about us for I don't know whatever. I really don't understand all the hate, but whatever. This is a really funny dude. Oh, you're Gen X? Oh yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, it's not like from everyone, but there's definitely differences, right? Uh, I would say like where you can definitely see a difference is between boomers and like the generations that came after. Uh, I would say like Gen X and millennials are way more close to each other than hmm. I was like, I remember, like, even remember somebody, oh, millennials. And I was like, what does this person mean, millennials? I have no clue. And then, like, I had to go look it up. I was like, oh, it was a dig. And I didn't even know about how I was, like, talking poorly about my generation unknowingly. I was like, Okay, I don't understand, but good for that person. Whatever. This creature is really funny. Seems to be like, what you got there? I think I woke up my dog. I'm sorry. I'm being loud. I wish I could show all of you. Like, I need to set up another camera, just like the dog cam. I I have a friend that also streams, and she has like a cat cam thing. It's it's really funny. Like, she has two cats, I think. I have to check on her. I haven't spoken to her in a while. That would be that would be interesting. You know what? I'm going to do that. I what I'm thinking is that I'm going to do like a selection. I don't want to add all of them because I don't feel all of them are at the same level. So I'm like, yeah, not that crazy about some of them, but others, like, I have two rhinos that I really like. Um, the eagle that I was doing the other day, that was really fun. I have some fun ones. Really enjoyed. Oh yeah, sure. I I completely forgot about that. Yeah, I also have the cat. What's the name? I forgot. Like, it's right here. Where is the guy? I don't like this drawing that much, but it's a cat. It's the next one is the cat. Where the Marley the cat? He looks like a Marley. That reminded me, like, Marley reminded me of like the name Marley reminded me, like, I remember in when I was in the university already. By that time, I was already really into like rock and reggae, like a lot. And I remember there was this weird thing about, like, you couldn't appreciate it was a weird thing. Like, I listened to that music for years and years, and I'm a huge Marley fan, and like, I learned about him and his story, and like, before I even got to the university. And there's this bunch of randos. Well, let me rephrase that. There's people that I don't know, kind of like condone you without knowing you. Like, oh, you cannot appreciate. It's a weird thing. Like I felt some rejection because I wasn't. Um, I was never like a pothead or anything. I was about the music, and that's what I enjoyed. And like, seems to me like they couldn't see uh, the distinction between the two. Like I'm not against anybody doing what they want to do at all. Like everybody should do what they want to do. But I just wasn't on any of that. I was just in the music. I was like a super green kid, green. Um, uh, I don't know. We we say in where I'm from, we say carrot. Like really, the thing is in Spanish, uh, healthy is sano. So we call people that are not into like really out there zanahoria, so carrot. Um, to say like, oh, this is like super uh, healthy. But yeah, I don't know. It was a weird thing, and some people understand and or don't care, and some people are weird about that. Like, oh, you cannot belong to this club because it's like, dude, like you can appreciate what Bob Marley did without having to be on something 24/7. And I don't know. It's just a weird thing. I guess I could see why somebody would see it as, oh, but as I've said before, you have to stay true to yourself. Nothing against anyone, by the way. If that's what came across, I was like just weirded out about it. Hello, Idolina. I don't remember you joining before, but welcome. Glad you could join me on my stream. I might finish it in a bit. Usually go for around an hour and a half, maybe, depending on where I'm at mentally, really, if I'm really tired or not. But I've been sleeping better lately, so today, and I also drank coffee before, so I have a little bit more energy. Let's see if I can make another shot. What do you think of the music? Is it better with the music? At least it gives a little bit of a vibe, and like I feel it's better. It's like in some sort of, I don't know. To me, it helps. It helps me be on a kind of on a different vibe mentally. It's easier to get to a flow state if you're listening to music, uh, like the right type of music, I would say, for you. Oh, oh, I see. Bob and Marley, that's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, yeah. I've listened to some of the music of one of the sons. What's his name? Bossa Marley? I don't know. Some good stuff. I used to listen to a lot of music from him on repeat. It turned off. What did I do? Oh, it just decided to turn off, or was it something? Oh, maybe that touched it and turned it off. Could be. Yeah, he he was prolific, definitely, musically and otherwise. Yeah, man. Mm, 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 mm. Like where I'm from, it's really common to go to a beach, and for me, I couldn't go anywhere without his music. I was like, dude, like he was a genius. He was a musical genius, and I think eventually his government got scared of his influence, and that's why he got shot. He didn't die of being shot, by the way, but for those of you that might not know this, now looking back on it, maybe I shouldn't say that because, yeah, maybe not the best subject to bring up online because of certain forms of censorship, but well, you can Google Bob Marley's life. Really interesting. I've heard of a really weird conspiracy about him that he some people like a random dude was saying that he used to be like some CIA operative or something, and he, as far as I remember, Marley died of cancer. So this dude was saying that he like they inoculated him with that by like on his shoes or something. That's not what the actual story of what happened to him was, but he, yeah, I don't know. There's definitely a history of dissidents being uncomfortable for the ruling uh, faction. So who knows? So yeah, I do know about Marley, and yeah, still will until I leave this earth. So for those of you that used to criticize me or talk behind my back about it, whatever. I think we should, like, the world would be better. Yeah, that theory is kind of weird, but yeah, I heard it. I was like, that seems. I was like, that seemed far fetched to say the least. But I've heard that same thing about like for other people that they wanted to get rid of. Yeah. Hi, how's it going? Yeah, it's a red panda. Really fun little creature today. So going back to what I was saying, yeah, that theory was kind of weird. Color in short. Oh, the you mean the final version? Oh, probably. I don't know if I'm gonna do another session. I might, depending. Like, this guy needs a lot of rendering still. So, yeah, I don't wanna particularly rush it. I prefer building it up slowly. So, I might finish it tomorrow. Hopefully, some of y'all enjoy it. I'm saying about not, yeah, like rushing and like doing this. Yeah, I just wanted to get something there. 1 hour 27 minutes. Thank you, appreciate it. Well, if you mean the picture, yeah, the picture is freaking awesome. I haven't mentioned the photographer, but you can see the link on the stream. It was by Michael Payne, and you can find him on Unsplash, of all places. That I look for reference there. Awesome picture. I really like that website. It's awesome. Uh, I might get some stuff, colors. You what do you want to do? ¿Qué quieres hacer? Colores, crayones, crayons. You mean? If you want to buy like really good crayons, the best are Prismacolor. To me, Prismacolors like this one. This Prismacolor, I don't know if you can see it. Okay, can you see the brand? I don't know. Let's see if I turn that off. Yeah. I know this one. Like I'm insane. These are Faber Castell. I'm looking for Prismacolor. Prismacolor. Uh, Prismacolor. Yeah. Sí. Prismacolor son los mejores. Prismacolor to me are the best. Yeah. Those are the best. They flow really well on the page. They like I have some there when my mom was still studying, and I just took the colors from her. And you also have like this the color erase ones. We can show you. Let's see. You can do. You have the Prismacolor color erase that you can do this, which I freaking love. If you want to sketch, but for rendering, like professional rendering, Prismacolor, you cannot go wrong. They're not cheap. No son baratos, son caros. Eh, but they're freaking awesome. They sell them from like 12, like the regular set of 12, but you can get like 24, 200, whatever. But in reality, you only need 3. Yeah, maybe 4. So you need red, blue. What is it? Red, green, and blue. Maybe black. RGB. Yeah. Red, green, blue, and yellow. And you can mix all the colors from that. I have to check that because it's late. I might be saying nonsense, but as far as I remember, that's all you need. You can do like my family gave me, because they knew I was gonna pursue this professionally. They gave me like the professional pack, maybe to somebody that does, I don't know, It still doesn't make sense. Let me see if I can find what I'm talking about to show you. Um, no. Give me a second. Give me a second. Come on. Do I have that here? I might. I think in on downloads. Probably. I don't have it here. Come on, son. Come on, son. Bum. Huh. This is really old. No. I'm looking for a really old illustration I did when I was doing technique. Where are you? Do I have it on my website? I don't think so. I might, but I don't. I don't think I do. Sorry, okay, what? My PC is it's a mill. I'm lost. I I ain't get that. What do you mean? Let me see if I can find it. Did I miss something? Did I did I show something wrong or something? I don't know. I'm old, so maybe you have to explain. Trying to find what I'm talking about. Ah, there is like okay, what we call un pote. It's not. It's like not that good. Well, you can build one. Puedes armar una. Esa creo que es la mejor versión. You can the best version. I think it's to build one. That's the best thing you can do. I think. Uh, yeah, that's what I did. I built my PC. Actually, by the way, my I have to give a shout out to my wife because she was like the one who was, oh, you could use, like, you need uh, this thing with this thing, and you add this other thing. What is this really asking me to log in? Oh, come on. Uh, if you wanna pursue this stuff, it's up to you what you want to do. But long format is, I think, it's better. Uh, it's easier to get monetized that way. For short videos, you need like 3 million uh, reproductions, like plays in like for long format you need like 4,000 hours. Where is that illustration? I might not have it anywhere. This is really annoying. Yeah, this is really annoying. Well, I know where I'm going to find it, and it's not gonna be here. I just go to my old friend. I have. I have in the past. Definitely. Uh, what? But I'm not. There you go. I found it. Yeah, I found it. Can I download this? Save image. Desktop. Save. Okay. I just found what I was looking for. If you want to see it, you can say, but here it is. Hopefully you can see it. I made that with crayons way back when. So if I get really close, which this is not the best scan I have, this is a mixture of colors. This is not actually black. This is blue, red, green, yellow mixed together. So yeah, here the outside I don't like as much. I was a little bit tired by the time I got to this, but I really focus on this area. That was really fun to to make this. Anyhow, I don't know if you got to see that, but hopefully you did. It just took me like 20 minutes. Alright. So I think I'm going to be ending the stream. So appreciate you for being here. If you watch the stream, appreciate you. Consider subscribing and hitting that like and all that great stuff. It helps me a bunch. It's completely free for you. I also set up recently a Discord. If you want to check it out, I haven't added much to it, but if you want to reach out, ask questions or any of that, you can do it that way, or you can email me. Good night. At Segrons at gmail.com. I think I got that right. You can find it on YouTube. Anyhow, thank you all for watching. I have my illustrated deck of cards that you can find on my website. I also have the Redbubble shop that you can find the link to on my website as well. What else? I also have backgrounds for your phone if you're interested. I go live Monday through Thursday every day. I try to at 9:30 p.m. Argentina time. It goes for around an hour, maybe an hour and a half or something, depending. But yeah, this was today's stream. I hope some of you got something from it. Appreciate you. I hope to see you next time. Bye.